Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our first team of the season in NHL 21. It is the biggest event of the year in Hockey Ultimate Team, and we're going to kick things off with the North American team of the season. So it looks like it's going to follow like years past. We're probably going to get a European team of the season, as well as maybe a community or rookie team. I have no idea how that will play out, but nonetheless, we'll break everything down like we always do. We'll take a look at the sets, if you guys should go after them, those kinds of things. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I am almost at 25,000 subscribers, a huge milestone for me, and I appreciate every one of you that comes out to watch my videos every single day. All right, guys, let's get into the video. All right, we'll start off with the 90 overall Cole ULLY from the ECHL for the Stingrays. He's got 4 to Spark, 2 to Howitzer, and 2 to Gladiator. Obviously, the team of the year cards, or sorry, team of the season cards have a big boost to team-based synergies. Like, that's almost half of it alone, so that's obviously going to carry massive value. However, outside of that, when you add up everything that he's got, 92 acceleration with 94 speed, his shot accuracy is in the low 90s, and his hand stats are in the low 90s as well. It's nothing crazy, but he is definitely one of the most valuable lower 90 overall cards that you're going to see, again, just based on the fact that he's got half of Spark basically himself. But a phenomenal card regardless, and that is our first team of the season player. Then we got the 90 at Cooper MARODY with 4 to Heart and Soul, 2 to Wingman, and 2 to Thief. Thief and Wingman activated on this card does allow you to play him at center, but he's still basically just a winger with only 86 speed and 90 acceleration, so he can get to like 94 and 89. This would be a pass for me. Again, there's so many other better right-handed wingers that you could get, so if you were to pack Cooper MARODY, I would sell him immediately. Next up, we got the 90 Dawson Mercer from the Saguenayens. We've got 4 to Distributor, 2 to Workhorse, 2 to Shutdown. That's an elite synergy combo. 92 speed, can get up to 94 acceleration, and his shot is in the mid to high 90s. Defensively, he takes a bit of a hit, but honestly, not a bad right-handed winger card, and he should be one of the cheaper team of the season players. The one thing I'll say, guys, is don't forget, the team of the season cards do increase anytime that there is a new card released for the rest of the year. So that means if he gets a 92 prime time, he'll go up to 92. Now, I don't know how often these cards will go up, so I would, be weary of that, any of the non-NHLers, but still a good card, and his synergy combo is phenomenal. Next, we've got the 90 Dylan GUENTHER, 6'1", 170 with 4 to Distributor, 2 to Wingman, and 2 to Shutdown. Again, a really good, well-rounded card. I mean, 93 speed with 97 acceleration, and then high 90 shooting. His deking is only 90, so that's kind of, a letdown, and then his body checking at 89 isn't bad with the 6'1" frame, and stick checking and defensive awareness at 87. That's, obviously not ideal at this stage, but still, when you combine that his synergies, his shot, as well as his skating, this is a very nice card as well. Again, I don't know how much better than some of the other top-end right-handed wingers you'd have because he is a pure winger, but again, you should be able to get him cheap. I would sell him, though, if I did pack him. I just think that there are better options. Next, we've got the 90 CÉDRIC DESRUISSEAUX. All right, 5'8", 4 to Spark, 2 to Speedster, 2 to Shutdown. Again, 4 to Spark. I mean, obviously Heart and Soul. 4 to Heart and Soul. Obviously Heart and Soul is not something that I've recommended at all, but 4 to Heart and Soul is basically half of it itself. If you have the Connor McDavid, you can basically activate it with those 2 cards, which is crazy. So he would get 91 faceoffs. If he gets 91 I mean, he's only 5'8". That's the problem. His speed is 98, his acceleration can get to 95, and his shot is, well, his shot accuracy 92, power is 99. This is a really shifty card, but I would never recommend a 5'8" center, so you'd have to play him on the wing, and he has the winger build and size or in speed and whatnot, but nah, I don't know, man. I think the synergies combined the fact would pump him up over some of the other left-handed wingers. Like, if you like Jack Hughes, this card might do well for you. Next, we've got the 90 Jason Robertson, ex-Ice Dog Greats, 6'2", with Swarm, Workhorse, and Wingman. Kind of a letdown. He's only got 90 speed. His shot is in the low to mid-90s. Like, he's just kind of a ho-hum card, honestly, but his Workhorse synergy is nice. His acceleration can get to 97, which is phenomenal, but skating is only at 90 speed. Defensively, he's okay if you get Swarm activated. Again, he's probably the most ideal left-handed winger for me, but that 90 speed is kind of, it's not bad, but it's kind of a letdown when you're thinking about what you're investing in. But this might be a keep. I do like the synergy combo as well as, the build. He is a bigger guy. Moving on to the biggies, we got the 95 Jake Guentzel, 4 to balance, 2 to workhorse, and 2 to gladiator. So obviously with acceleration, that can get to 97, speed can get to 94, and then everything else is basically 99. This is a great card, no way around it. 4 to balance is ideal if you're trying to activate that last team-based synergy. You know, the rest of it is good, and yeah, just an absolute force. This is a very, very good card, and he has the chance to get some higher 90s cards to improve even more. So this would be a really nice card. Then we've got the 97 Austin Matthews, and this card is an animal. 4 to Barrage is great, 2 to Spark, and 2 to Thief, which means that with Thief activated, he's 96. That's a center for sure. And then you combine the fact that he can get 99 speed, 97 acceleration, and then 99 everything else. This is an endgame card, guys. And Matthews cards always play better than what their stats and attributes indicate. He's a perfect build, well-rounded, absolutely a keep. If I were to pack him, I would 100% keep him because you don't need to get rid of this card at all for the rest of the year, and you know he's going to get a 99 at some point. And then we got his teammate, the 96 Mitch Marner, with 4 to Spark, 2 to Workhorse, and 2 to Gladiator. I usually don't like Mitch Marner cards because they play really weak. You know, even though he is 6 foot, he just plays really slender, kind of like Elias Pettersson cards. However, this one with Gladiator gets his body checking and strength really high, and you can get his speed to 96. This is an endgame right-hand winger card. And again, I think there are some other right-handed wingers I would rather have, so it would be kind of, you know, I'd have to make a decision on, you know, whether or not I want to upgrade that, but he will move up to a 99 at some point, so you're going to get higher body checking, you're going to get that final wrist shot power. Everything is basically going to be 99 on this card, and the synergies are unbelievable, so I would probably keep him. On to the first line, we got the 96 Brad Marchand. Now, all year long, I've told you guys that Brad Marchand cards just are horribly built in for Hockey Ultimate Team. He's really small, obviously at 5'9", and he never has good skating to actually allow you to use him. Like, if you're going to be slow, you need to make up for it in size, and he just never gets that. This card, on the other hand, takes care of that. So with Speedster and Distributor, he's up to 97. Acceleration can get to 94, and then everything else is 99. This is a really good left-handed winger card, guys. A phenomenal one, in my opinion. I hate Brad Marchand. I would never use him, but the synergy combo is phenomenal. His speed is great. Everything else is 99. An absolute rock-solid card. Then we've got the 98 Connor McDavid with 4 to Spark, 2 to Light the Lamp, and 2 to Thief. Not much more you can be said about Connor McDavid cards. This is literally perfect, essentially. The only downfall is that he's only got 89 faceoffs, but 89 is still okay. Like, that's at the lowest end I would really go at this point. So you could still use him at center, and if you had Heart and Soul, I mean, that just fixes it even more. He's up to 93. This is a great card, guys. Like, the Connor McDavid cards play faster, and better than just like the Matthews cards do. Don't overthink it. This is like probably the best card in the game outside of that Keandre Miller that we're gonna get in a few weeks. An absolute snag if you're able. If you can pack him, keep him. Like, this is a great card. And then lastly, we got the 95 Patrick Kane with a great synergy combo and Distributor, 4 to Distributor, 2 to Workhorse, 2 to Shutdown. Everything is 99 except for his body checking at 87, which is kind of a hindrance because he is 5'10", but synergies can help with that. Everything else is great. You know, he's a phenomenal left-handed winger card. He's been really good this year. Usually I don't like Patrick Kane cards, but he has felt really shifty. His L2 and Deeks have been really snappy at all levels, and he's going to get a higher than 95 card, so he will improve. This is a great card if you were to pack him for sure. On to the defenseman, we got the 90 Lucas Cormier, 5'10", with 4 to Heart and Soul, 2 to Howitzer, and 2 to Shutdown. Just the card itself, it's great. Like 96 speed, you know, acceleration get to 94. The one thing I'll say is that when it comes to defense, 5'10" is really tough to overcome. His body checking is 89, which is bleh, and his shot isn't all that great. If you have Barrage, then that makes up for it. But that's a lot to have to, you know, make up for when you're thinking about a 90 overall team of the season card. And again, these cards aren't guaranteed to go up. So I would probably pass if I packed the Lucas Cormier. Then we got the 90 Cole Clayton, 6'3", 203. Now, he's got great size. The only issue is now he's got the complete other issue is that he's only 89 speed with Distributor. Now, acceleration get to 93, but his slap shot accuracy is only 85, and that's with synergies. He's elite in his own zone, but look at his hand stats. 82 deking. You know, that's 84 puck control. This is like, he's good, but that is awfully awkward. I would hard pass on this one. Following him, we got the 91 Jakob CHYCHRUN, 6'2", 212, with 4 to distributor, 2 to howitzer, 2 to passing playmaker, 91 speed. Acceleration can only get to 89. This one's kind of a letdown, not gonna lie. CHYCHRUN is a great build, and he, just again, his slap shot accuracy is only 88. With barrage, that fixes it for sure. But his speed can only get to 91. His acceleration's 89. Like, there's better master icons, the silver ones, that I'd rather have than this. Now, his synergy combo that he actually helps out with your team is great. 4 to distributor and 2 to howitzer, but a lot of cards have that, and not many people need help with distributor. So, like, he should get more cards throughout the season, but it's harder for defensemen to get prime times and team of the week. So I don't know, man. Like, his deking's weak too. Like, you're not going to be able to do a lot with him. This is a pass. I would get my coins for this card if I packed him. Then we got the 96 John CARLSON, 6'3", 215. This is a rock solid card. One of the best right-handed cards in the game now. 95 speed with 96 acceleration. If you've got barrage, that basically maxes out his shot. He's got perfect defensive awareness and stick checking and body checking. And he's 6'3". This is one of, if not the best right-handed cards outside of, again, like, some of the bigger guys like Hamilton. But this is a great one, and if I packed him, I would just keep him. Next, we got the 95 SHEA THEODORE from the Golden Knights, 6'2", with 4 points to barrage, 2 to speedster, and 2 to light the lamp. This is another amazing left-handed defenseman. 97 speed, 94 acceleration. This is, like, if you missed out on Fowler, this is it. And he can go up the rest of the year. So, yeah, again, if I were to pack this card, 100% keep. I wouldn't sell him. This is an end game card, guys, and if he gets any more increases in his stats, just absolutely fire. His synergy combo is great. It really helps out, and yeah, no complaints here. This is a great card. And then lastly, we got the 94 Adam Fox, 5'11", with 4 to balance, 2 to light the lamp, 2 to gladiator. So with acceleration and spark, it gets it to 96, and then speed can get to 95. That's great. Body checking's 93, so it makes up for the fact he's only 5'11". His shot is a phenomenal card. This is like I said, so if you like Cale Makar, you're gonna love Adam Fox. Essentially the same thing. So definitely a really good card. The only issue is if balance helps you out. Like, if you're not close to activating it, then that's the only downfall. But again, just a great card, and he's having an unbelievable season. Then out of the goalies, we got the 93 Thatcher Demko, 6'4", 192, with 4 to spark, 2 to swarm, 2 to heart and soul, and his build is incredible. This is basically Justice and Noonan, guys. 74 aggression, and then high 90s for every other stat, and he's 6'4". He's not getting stat capped for being 6'4". Phenomenal card. And then lastly, we got the 94 Connor Hellebuck with 2 to distributor, 2 to barrage, 2 to balance. That's a great combo. 79 aggression, which is a little bit high, but he's 6'4" again. So I would love to hear what you guys think about these cards, these goaltenders, if any of them uses them, because again, they're right around the same build as Justice and Noonan, only with higher stats. So in theory, they should play really well, but we'll have to see. And then our last team of the season card for the North American release, we got the 94 Brady Tkachuk with 4 to swarm, 2 to howitzer, and 2 to thief. 2 to thief is interesting because he's a left winger that can now play center, as he's got 92 faceoffs. And honestly, that's where I would play him. His speed can get up to 93, his acceleration can get up to 90, and then everything else is basically 99. Well, his hand stats are in the mid 90s, sorry, but defensively he's basically maxed. This is a phenomenal centerman card that's on the wing. Last year, I will say, obviously a much different meta, whereas basically the biggest players are the only ones that could be usable. He was one of my favorite cards, so I'm excited to try out this one if I am able to get it. And again, I would play him at center and get thief activated for sure. All right, guys, it's time to talk about the sets and how we actually acquire these cards. So obviously the 50 gold players for gold collectibles, still here, that's standard. And then here we go. All right, so 16 gold collectibles will get you a random North American team of the season player that is tradable. Guys, there is in no which way, shape, or form that you should ever do this set. Okay? I had someone in my stream today who did 3 of them. Okay? 3 times that they did this set. So that's 48 gold collectibles, and they got 390 overall players. Obviously, you can risk it for the biscuit, but remember that 10 gold collectibles is 500K. So that's like 700, almost 800K in value that you might be paying for a 90 player. Now, obviously, you might get McDavid, which is phenomenal, but it's only one. Don't do this one, guys. Honestly, don't. After that, a bit of a different one. We get a North American Team of the Season player item choice pack where we get to choose one of two, which is awesome. It is, however, untradeable. Now, the thing I will say is that a lot of the Team of the Season players, at least the top two lines and really the goaltenders, I guess, and a few of the defensemen, you don't need to trade because they're end game cards, so it won't really matter. And it only costs, 11 gold collectibles, which is much more manageable and a lot better, and then it requires Team of the Season collectibles, which you just get in various different ways, like we have in the past events, by doing objectives and things like that. Again, like, same kind of situation, guys. Like, you're not guaranteed a player here. If you get 290s, like, that is such an L that there's no way I would tell people to risk it, especially players that are free to play. Like, if you've been saving up gold collectibles for a couple weeks or even a couple months for waiting for Team of the Season, these two sets are... they are not it, guys. Like, I kind of think now that I don't know, going to next year, if things kind of remain the same, like, I don't think I would ever take untradeable anymore to build gold collectibles, just because the way that events have gone now recently, it doesn't seem like we get any choice in them. And so yeah, I don't want anyone to do. I would totally recommend to not do those sets, guys. Like, the horror stories that I've already seen in about an hour, I don't want anyone to lose all their collectibles they've been saving for a long time, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Moving on, we've got the 8 silver collectibles, which you earn by doing offline hut challenges. I'll show you those in a second. So you get 8 Team of the Season collectibles, and you'll be able to do... you'll be able to trade them in, as is the silver collectibles. So again, same kind of situation, do offline challenges, and you'll be able to get... you'll be able to trade in silver collectibles from challenges for 1 gold collectible and 1 icon collectible. So this is really nice as well. And again, it's kind of free to do that, so definitely take advantage. And then we'll get into the actual sets for these. So if you did take part in the All-Star event, you're in luck. All right, so the 97 Connor McDavid with 4 gold collectibles, you can upgrade him to the Team of the Season McDavid. And again, this goes for all of them. So both versions, obviously there was 2 for the All-Star event. Moving on, we've got the same thing with Mitch Marner, only it only costs 3, as he'll move up to his 96, as with the other one as well. Down the line, we've got the John Carlson, same situation, 3 will get you up to that John Carlson Team of the Season. And then Patty Kane, same thing, 94 will become the 95, and it will obviously upgrade him, and you'll get the new synergies and whatnot. Guys, there is no Matthews set. That one's kind of a tough pill to swallow. It looks like the cutoff was the All-Star event. But if even to just do the 95, that set for Matthews probably cost, over 20 collectibles. And unfortunately, it does not look like it is an available upgrade set. And they've changed a lot of things. So, I can't hate on change. It's just that's one I'm not super in favor of. But yeah, it does not look like Matthews will be able to be upgraded from the Style Icons event. Next, we'll talk about the packs real quick. And again, so the North American Team of the Season starter pack, this one is untradeable, 120,000 coins, and you will get a gold collectible, an icon collectible, and a Team of the Season collectible, and a guaranteed 84 overall item. If you were going to make one of these, like if you need the collectibles, it's not a terrible value because at least you're guaranteed an 84 overall player, but Lord knows you'll probably just get like a base card. So I wouldn't personally do it, but if you did it, it's not a huge loss in value. Never spend points on it, though. For anyone that spends money and wants to rip packs, do not spend points on it. The Team of the Season Team Builder pack gets you 182 overall plus item and at least 32 players. This is a pretty good value. 1,000 points is a lot, but the odds to get something are pretty nice. And then the Team of the Season rookie pack guarantees you 4 gold players, and I really wouldn't recommend that. Now the Ovechkin packs, if you're going to spend money, these are the ones to do it. In all honesty, what I would do is rip them until you couldn't rip them anymore, and then I would save the remaining points for a new day, as these will reset, and these are the best packs to open. And then we'll take a look at the objectives. So again, if you go to the objectives, then Team of the Season, you'll see all of these. So complete 8 sets, win 8 games of squad battles, score 50 goals, win 8 rush games, score 25 goals, 250 shots, 40 hits, and 15 stars in challenges, and you'll get the 8 Team of the Season event objective collectibles. So those are the ones that'll use, in the upgrades if you want to do like the 11 gold collectibles plus a few of these Team of the Season event collectibles for the untradeable. But again, I would not recommend doing that. And you'll also get a Team of the Season rookie pack. And then just the challenge again. So it looks like here the weekday challenge for the Ottawa Senators. Do doing this will get you the silver collectible pack, so that's how you acquire the new silver collectibles. All right, guys, so that is all the info of the North American team of the season. So it looks like next week we're probably going to get the European, would be my guess. So that'll be exciting. Team of the season is always a phenomenal time in Hockey Ultimate Team. In my opinion, it's the best time of the year. So good luck, any of you guys trying to rip packs and trying to acquire some of these cards. Let me know what you pull and what you guys go after in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.